might hurt it. I think. No, I don't know. I was like to read the book. Have you had Alice Walker?
See what?
Really? Really?
You what, Evita?
Why would you do that?
Never met her.
Again, point, reach, hold, step, kick out. 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 Right, that's the next grip. Pivot, leap step, pivot, turn step. Point, reach, hold, step, kick out. Got it? Going on. And turn step, kick step, side push. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn step, kick step, side push. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn step, kick step, side push. Pivot step, walk, walk, walk. The last part is pivot step, walk, walk, walk. Here's the last turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn step, kick step, side push. Pivot step, walk, walk, walk. Right, let's slow from the mirror. Face away from the mirror. From the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't kill yourselves, mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm putting you in your groups now. When I call this number, I'll tell you where you'll be in the formation.
Oh my God, I forgot my number.
First is round number 2. First group, 2, 10, 73. Second group, 23, 40, passing. 23, shooting turner. Next group.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many people does he need? I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls? Look at all the people, at all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys, how many girls? How many people does he need?
Last group, 9, 37, 59. All right, first group of girls, second group follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's time out again, Diana.
He doesn't like the way I dance. He doesn't like the way I...
Boys, number 5, 17, 44, 45, 63, 67, 81, 84. Others, thank you very much. Sorry. Laura.
I think I got it. I think I got it. I knew he liked me all the time.
What's your pictures and resume?
be? Yes, it could be. No, how many people does he? I really need him. Swimming in dawn. He's got I need. I've got to get this show.
Today I want you to tell me your stage name, real name if it's different, and I want to know where you were born and when.
Oh, terrific. Fabulous. Excuse me, sir, but do we have to? I mean, it's not very polite to ask a lady your age.
Being polite doesn't interest me. Your age does. And I want to know your age. All right, let's start at this end. Stage right.
Oh, 26!
Step forward and start with your name.
My real name is Don Kirk. Kansas City, Kansas. October 20th, 1949.
Next. Louder. Next.
I'm Mike Costa. Used to be Costa Filoni. Born in Trenton, New Jersey, July 9th, 1951, which makes me 24.
Next.
Hi, I'm Connie McKenzie. The whole name is Connie Edna Mae Sue McKenzie. But please don't tell anybody. I was born in Greenville, North Carolina on Groundhog's Day, 1955.
Next.
My real name is Sidney Kenneth Beckstein. My Jewish name is Rachmel Leben Yaakov Meir Beckstein. And my professional name is Gregory Gardner. Very East Side. And I do not deny it. Born August 2nd, 1943.
Cassie. Dad, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me private.
Not right now, Cassie. I'm running about an hour behind.
Well, I know
Next.
that.
I'm Sheila Bryant. Really Sarah Rosemary Bryant, which I really hate. I was born August 8th, 1946 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm going to be 30 real soon. And I'm real glad.
I'm Robert Charles Joseph Henry Mills III, and that's my real name, too. I come from upstate New York near Buffalo. I can't remember the name of the town. I blocked it out. Born March 15th, 1950.
My name is B.B. Bensenheimer, and I know I gotta change it. Born June 6, 1949. I come from Boston, and here I am. My name is Judy Turner. My real name is Lana Turner. No, it's always been Judy Turner. Born July 21st, 1947. Oh, and I come from El Paso, Texas.
Good. Next.
My name is Richie Waters. I'm from Hercules, Missouri. I was born on a full moon on June 13th, 1948. And I'm black. Al DeLuca, January 11, 1945. I come from the Bronx.
I'm Christine Urich. Christine Evelyn Urich. Born September 1st, 1953.
Tell me where you're from.
Oh, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, and my married name is DeLuca.
No, I didn't know, Al. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Next.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Valerie Clark. But my parents think I'm Margaret Mary Houlihan.
Couldn't you just die? I was born in the middle of nowhere in a little town called Arlington, Vermont. Bye-bye.
How old are you?
Oh, no, 25.
Mark Anthony. Oh, really, Mark Philip Lawrence DeBory. Tempe, Arizona. I'm 20.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and if I get this show, I'll work real hard.
Oh, brother. Don't let him bug you, honey.
Paul San Marco. It's my stage name. My real name is Efrain Ramirez. I was born in Spanish Harlem, October 22nd, 1947.
My name is Diana Morales, and I didn't change it because I figured ethnic was in. 6/10/48, you got that? And I was born on a Hollywood bed in the Bronx.
Go on, Diana.
Go on, what? Oh, you want to know how tall I am, the color of my eyes, or how many shows I've done? I just gave you my picture and resume. Everything you want to know is right there.
I know. Now tell me what's not on it.
Like what?
Talk about yourself.
Talk about what?
Tell me about the Bronx.
What's to tell about the Bronx? It's uptown and to the right.
What did you do there?
The Bronx? Mostly wait to get out.
What made you start dancing?
Who knows? I have rhythm. I'm Puerto Rican. I always jumped around and danced. Hey, you want to know if I can act? Give me a scene to read. I'll act, I'll perform. But I can't just talk. Please, I'm too nervous.
Then relax.
Look, I really don't mind talking, but I just can't be the first. Please.
You want this job, don't you?
Well, sure I want the job.
All right, Diana, back in line. Before we do any more dancing today, and we will be dancing somewhere, let me explain something to you. I'm looking for a strong dancing chorus. I need people who look terrific together and who can work together as a group. But there are also some small roles that must be played by the dancers that I hire. Now, I've seen your pictures and resumes and know what shows you've been in, but that's not going to help me. I think it would be better if I knew something about you, about your personalities. So I'm going to ask you some questions. I want to hear you talk. Treat it like an interview. I don't want you to think that you have to perform. Just talk and be yourselves. And everyone, relax as much as you can. Sheila.
How many people do you need?
4 and 4.
44? No, 4 and 4.
4 boys, 4 girls.
Need any women?
Okay, Mike, start with you.
Me? Don't you want to start at the end?
No, I want to start with you. And relax.
I could if you start at the end. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
I'd like to tell you to start at the end. I can't think of a thing.
Yes, you can. Why did you start dancing?
Oh, because my sister did. I come from this big Italian family. My grandma was always hanging out a window, leaning on a little pillow. Because that's what Italian grandmothers do, is hang out windows. I was the last of 12. I was an accident. I was. That's what my sister said. That's my sister Rosalie. She's the one who started taking dance lessons. My mother would take her every Saturday. She used to bring me along. I liked going.
How old were you?
4, and I'd sit there all perky and I'm watching Sis go pitter pat. Said, I can do that. I can do that. Knew every step right off the bat. Said, I can do that. I can do that. One morning, Sis don't go to dance class. I grabbed her shoes and tights and all. But my foot's too small, so I stuffed her shoes with extra socks. calling me Twinkle Toes.
Did that bother you?
Nah, I figured let them say what they want.
I don't buy that, Mike.
Well, sure it bothered me. I didn't want anybody calling me Twinkle Toes because a couple of dance lessons.
All right, Mike. Back in line. Bobby, you're on.
Well, actually, I don't know how I turned out as heavenly as I did. See, when I was 5 years old, I was playing jacks, and the car fell down on my head. But, folks...
Bobby, are you going to do a routine?
No, no, no. Moving right along, moving right along. Well, do you want to hear about all the wonderful and exciting things that have happened to me in my life? Or do you want the truth?
I'll take the truth.
Well, to begin with, I come from this quasi-middle upper or upper middle class family type home. I can never figure out which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, but no taste. You know the kind of house. AstroTurf on the patio. Anyway, my mother had a lot of card parties and was one of the foremost bridge tutors in America. My father worked for this big corporation. They used to send him out in the field a lot to drink. Better that than to find him lying in his office floor. But he was okay. I was the strange one.
How strange?
Real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals. Bizarre recitals. This one time, I did Frankenstein as a musicale. And I spray painted this kid silver. All over. They had to rush him to the hospital because he had that thing where your pores can't breathe. He lived because luckily it didn't take the soles of his feet. And
what for next? What for next? What am I gonna do? Haven't got a clue. I'd better think of something. What does he want? What does he want? Stories from the past. I'd better find one fast.
What should I say? What can I tell him?
as I got older, I got stranger and stranger. I used to love to go down to this busy intersection near our house at rush hour and direct traffic. I just wanted to see if anybody'd noticed me. That's when I started breaking into people's houses. Oh, I didn't steal anything. I just rearranged their furniture. And
orphan at three, mother and dad both gone. Raised by sweet ex-con, tied up and raped at 7. Seriously, nothing to unseen. I better keep it clean. What should I say? What can I tell him?
school, you want to hear about school? I went to PS shit. See, I was the kind of kid that was always getting slammed into lockers and stuff like that. And not only by the students, by the teachers too. And I hated sports. And sports were very big. I mean, it was Jock City. And I didn't make one team. See, I couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And wouldn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? He was so humiliated, he didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them all, I had polio. On Father's Day, I used to live for it. And
Try to be calm, you're getting overwrought. Follow train of thought, that way you won't be nervous. Try to relax, it only lasts a while. I'll close my eyes and smile. What should I say? What can I tell him?
And my mother kept saying, if you don't stop setting your brother on fire, we're going to have to send you away. And I was always thinking of these spectacular ways of how to kill myself. And then I realized to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
All right, Bobby, back in line. Sheila.
Yes? You want me?
Yes?
He wants me.
To talk.
Right. What would you like to know about me first?
Try, why you're in this business.
Well, I always wanted to be a prima ballerina. That light. What color is it? Do you have anything softer?
Don't worry about the light. Just talk.
Well, like I said, I always wanted to be a ballerina. Because my mother was a ballerina. That is until my father made her give it up.
Sheila, come downstage. Closer.
Can I sit in your lap?
Do you always come on like this?
No. Sometimes I'm aggressive. Actually, I'm a Leo.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It just means the other 11 months of the year had better watch out. I'm very strong.
Maybe too strong.
Am I doing something you don't like? I mean, you told me to be myself.
Just bring it down.
Bring what down?
Your attitude. Tell me about your parents.
My parents?
Your father.
Him?
Your mother.
My mother was raised like a little nun. She couldn't go out. She couldn't even baby.
Sheila, don't perform. Just talk.
But she wanted to be a dancer and she had all these scholarships and all that, and when she got married, my father made her give it up. She was excited. Anyway, then she had this daughter. Me. And she made her what she wanted to be. And she was fabulous the way she did it. You want to know how she did it?
Yes. But first, your hair.
What? You don't like it?
No. Let it down.
That's what I've been trying to do. Better.
Better? Go on.
Oh, how she did it. Well, first she took me to see all these ballets. And then she gave me her old toe shoes, which I used to run down the sidewalk in, on my toes, at 5. Oh. And then I saw the red shoes. And I wanted to be that lady. That redhead. And when my mother saw I really wanted to dance, she said, you can't until you're 8. Well, by that time, I was only 6. And I said, but I've got to dance. I mean, everything to get out of the house.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I just said I wanted to get out of my house.
Why?
The truth?
Sure. You're strong enough.
Well, let's face it, my, family was not good. Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you wanted to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men, lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful.
Christine!
Oh, no. Me?
That's what he said.
Well, I don't know where to begin.
Tell him how you started.
Well, everyone says that when I was little, every time they turned on the radio, I'd get up and start dancing. And, well, this man, he came around to my house selling...
Lesson.
Oh, he was a terrific salesman. I'll never forget it. He put me up in front of this television set. It was one of those great big square things. And then he turned me around, picked up my foot, and touched it to the back of my head and said, "This little girl could be a star." Well, I don't know if it was the look on my face or the fact that I wouldn't let go of his leg. But my mother saw him and she mentioned me. I mean, I watched everything on television that had dancing on it, especially every Sunday it was,
Ed Sullivan.
right, Ed Sullivan. Every Sunday like church and, oh dear, what was I talking about?
Ed Sullivan.
No, it was, right, Ed Sullivan. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm nervous.
That's all right. Just take a minute and pull yourself together.
For her, this is together.
He's right. But anyway, I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like all those people in the movies. Only it's funny, I never wanted to be Ann Miller. I always wanted to be Doris Day. Except I had this little,
Problem.
see, I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do is...
Sing.
I have trouble with it.
No.
It goes all around my...
No.
It's terrifying.
Sing.
See, I really couldn't hear which note was lower or which...
Higher.
Which slide disappear if someone says to start up.
Higher.
Hey, when I begin to... It's a concertina and a quiver or a...
More.
It's a little like a with a record player, but it doesn't happen. Oh, I know you're thinking, what a crazy... But I really couldn't. I could never really. What I couldn't do was...
Three blind mice.
3 blind mice! It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells! It really blows my mind.
Gets depressed.
But what I lack in pitch, I sure make up in...
Power.
And all my friends say I am perfect for the shower! Still, I'm terrific at it. As you're coming in there, I'm a birdie on the... But when I begin to work, it's always a little more clog instead of ping. And when Christmas comes and all my friends go caroling, it is so disheartening, it is so disquiet, it is so discouraged. God, please stop answering. See, I really couldn't. I could never really. What I couldn't do was...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
Sing, 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 sing.
Never sing a nothing, never, never sing a no, never.
Sing!
Okay, Alan and Christine, back in line. Mark.
Well, I get this feeling that most of you always knew what you wanted to do. Me, I didn't. Well, I was just a kid for a while. Oh, but one day, well, my father, he had this fabulous library in the back of the house. And when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. And it had pictures of the male and female anatomy. Well, I thought that was pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine or just into the pictures?
Oh, no!
Hello, 12, 13. Down below. Time to sound.
To break out. It's all that.
It's a mess.
Time to grow. Time to go.
Adolescence, adolescence. Too young to take over. Too old to ignore.
Gee, I'm almost ready.
What for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello 12, hello 13, hello mom.
And from the book, I diagnosed motor appendicitis. Next day, I went to the doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. So I went right back to the book. discharge. Milky discharge. Milky discharge. Gonorrhea, I was in shock, gonorrhea, I was terrified. Before I even started, I couldn't tell my mother I had gonorrhea. So the book said drink a lot of water.
Is that all the book said?
Dad said take penicillin, strepto, something or another, but I couldn't do anything about it unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned. Finally, I went to confession, and I told the priest I had gonorrhea. Well, he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody! Nobody! Then how can you have gonorrhea? Anyway, when I told him about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge, well, he set me straight. Well, that's the only time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was
5'1", 5'1". That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody but my side. Boy, was that great. But then everybody started shooting up, and there I was, stuck at 5'1", 5'1". But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from the parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more, because I was really into dancing then. Oh, God! I wanted so much to grow up and be a prima ballerina. Then I went out for cheerleader! And they called me Snavely. You get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. I spent my whole childhood waiting to grow. Tits, when am I gonna grow tits?
My whole life was a secret.
One little fart. And they called me Stinky for 3 years.
Goodbye 12, goodbye 13, hello, Mama. Oh, down below, up above. La la la, la la, la la.
Sing, Daddy, naked.
Time to grow, time to go. La la la.
Mom and Dad were doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
But you see, the only thing that grew about me was my desire. I was never gonna be a real touchy. I was just this peanut on point. That was my whole trip, my pride. It still is. God, my last show, I was 32, and I played a 14-year-old Rick.
Aha! I thought you said you were born in 1955.
Oh. Okay. So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I shouldn't knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 into the dark, up to now, I've never stopped. 'Cause whatever I am so excited because I'm going to go to the High School of the Performing Arts. I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class, and the teacher, Mr. Carr. Oh, Mr. Carr. Well, anyway, he puts us up on the stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're going to do improvisations. Now you're on a bobsled, it's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day, I'm trying to feel the motion down the hill. Every day, we try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I
The summer I turned 15, I lied about my age so I could join AGBA. You know, the nightclub union. 'Cause I could make $60 a week working these strip joints out at Kansas City. I worked with one club for about 8 weeks straight, and I really became friendly with the stripper. Her name was Lola LaTorres, dynamic twin 44. Well, she really took to me. I mean, we did share the only dressing room, and she did a lot of dressing. Anyway, she used to come and pick me up and drive me to work nights. Well, the neighbors would all be taking us out of the windows, and she'd drive up in a big pink Cadillac convertible and smile. Dad comes tripping out of my house, my little tuxedo, my dad shoes in my hand. We drive up down the block with a long
With my 12, with my 13, hello, love.
Wait, hey, Morello, blessed, there's your grandma, there's your grandma. Oh my God, that's Christmas! Oh, too late, help! Keep the 28.
Watch hard.
Quit picking your nose.
You got nothing, hold it up! Kids, when am I gonna grow tits?
If Troy Donahue could be a movie star, then I could be a movie star.
Well, when the guys on the block saw Lola, they wanted to know what the story was. So I told them about this big hot romance we were having. But actually, she was going with this.
Little brat. That's what my sister was. A little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, and so we had to leave El Paso. When we wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer. But then my mother would embarrass me. So when she come to pick me up from school with all those big, big yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, and she'd say to me, "What are you ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much is when I used to jump and dance around the living room. Please take message to mother from me.
Darling, I can tell you now, your father went through life with an open blind.
You take after your father's side of the family, the ugly side.
Wait until your father gets home. Swear to God, you won't die.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body. But then when I was 15, the most terrible thing happened. The Ted Mac Amateur held auditions in St. Louis, and I didn't hear about it till after they'd gone. And I nearly killed myself. I tried to walk in front of a speeding streetcar. And I remember noticing boys for the first time. Anyway, I remember practicing kissing with Leslie. She was my best girlfriend. Did any of you ever practice kissing with another girl? So that when the time came, you knew how to. No? Oh my God. Judy? Did you, girl? Yeah, but just a couple of times.
Oh, count me in.
Thank God. Well, I do remember.
The worst thing about school was every time the teacher'd call on me. I'd be hard. Really? I'd have to lean up against the desk like this, and the teacher would say, "Stand up straight." I can't. I have pain in my side. Stand up straight. Or walking down the hall, you'd have to walk like this, with all your books stacked up in front of you.
Yeah,
she said, Anne, don't you want to feel anything else? And I suddenly thought to myself, no, I don't.
Did that surprise you?
Well, yes, sort of. It was probably the first time I realized I was a homosexual, and I got so depressed. Because I thought being gay meant being a bum all the rest of my life. And I said, gee, I'll never get to wear nice clothes. And I was really into clothes. I had this pair of outer room pink.
Goodbye, Smell. Goodbye, Dirty.